One of my favorite times of the year, Kelly. It's Horror Week here. When we explore the unknown, the unexplained, the supernatural, we'll start with Katie, who has a story about her kids. Yes, another story about kids. And then we'll get to Patrick's closet of horror. Katie, you first.
The weirdest thing that happened was we were sitting in bed. It was nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
The kids were already in their rooms asleep. From our bed, you can see both of their doors. We're sitting there, and out of nowhere, like it's completely silent, and I hear, "Mama." My kids would not yell for me in the middle of the night.
Oh my!
They will just get up and come to me if they need me.
Sure.
One's 12 and one's 7. Like the 7-year-old, obviously the 12-year-old doesn't call me mama. He says mom.
Yeah.
So we knew it wasn't him. And so we just like both stopped and looked at each other. And he's like, "Don't answer it."
You ignored it? You didn't ask what's up?
Oh, Lord, no. Like, you don't interact with them. That's a bad idea. That's just encouraging stuff.
Okay.
And about 5 minutes later, we heard mom.
Okay.
But again, the 12-year-old would never yell for me. But it's almost like whatever it was, tried both of the kids and what they would have called me, see if I would respond or get up. And nope, we just ignored it, went to sleep.
Was it like a call? Like both you and your husband heard it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
That is crazy. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that.
Oh, my goodness. I can't even with these.
All right, now, Patrick, tell us yours.
When I was a little kid, me and my family and I, we lived in a very old house. Me and my brother actually slept upstairs. And upstairs, you turn the corner and go downstairs to a cubby hole at the bottom of the steps. We turned it into like a closet where you could hang coats and whatnot.
Sure.
So this is one of the main things that happened. Countless other things happened, but this is the one that really stuck with me. Middle of the night, I wake up. Don't know why, but I feel like something like woke me up. Obviously, a little kid wakes up in the middle of the night and wants his mom and dad.
Right.
So,
yes.
Turn to run down the steps, and I look into the cubby hole, and I just see a shadowy figure. I don't know what it was, but I was scared out of my mind. So I ended up saying the heck with it, and I ran down the steps to go to my mom and dad because their bed was right around the corner as soon as you get off the steps.
Mm-hmm.
When I turned to go down the steps, I really don't like telling the story, but something literally grabbed me and pulled me into the coats.
What?
I blacked out. I don't remember what happened in the coats, but when I came to, my mom and dad were over me, and my mom and dad were like, "Is everything all right?" Because they apparently heard me scream.
Yeah.
I don't even remember screaming. And all I remember is waking up with them over me, and I actually had like lashings on my back.
Oh my gosh, Patrick.
Yeah. So, and we actually did some research later on. The house that we lived in was actually like owner of slaves.
Mm.
And
oh my gosh.
it was a lot. And apparently the cubby hole used to be a stairway down to the basement where they used to keep slaves. Apparently.
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
And they closed it off and just like boxed it in, and we just used it for coat racks. But that's what it was used for.
So how long did you end up staying in that house after that incident? I'm assuming that's the craziest thing that actually happened there, right?
Yeah, me and my brother both had countless things that happened to us. Nothing as extreme as what happened to me. But we didn't have a lot of money, so we actually had to stay there for about another year.
Well, I can understand why you don't like saying that story. That's
Well, yes. What did your parents say? Did they see? They obviously saw the marks on your back, right?
Yeah, I told them like what happened, like what I remembered happened, and my dad actually had one of our church priests come in and just kind of like say a prayer over me.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
It didn't stop it. Nothing that extreme ever happened again, but I mean, just odd and end little things like toys moving and coats in the coat rack moving and noises. But
wow, Patrick, thank you for sharing. That is
crazy.
Yep.
No problem. I don't tell that story a lot, but I kept hearing stories. I just wanted to get it out there.
Wow.
I mean, the toys moving by themselves and the coats moving by themselves would be enough, but man,
Being
he was
physically grabbed and pulled into the closet is insane.
I mean, I get that they couldn't afford to move out, but oh my goodness. Like, yeah, I don't, well, that is super scary. So thank you again for bringing that back up. I know that's not easy for him to talk about, even now.
If you'd like to contribute, it's Horror Week, 502-795-1997.